Alright, we're back at the Brewdog Club. It's getting a bit noisy, but we'll try and do our best. I'm against, pan up here, Mr. Sean McKechnie, and he's got, look at these. We've got a lot of big lads and some smaller big lads.
Mm-hmm. Big lads and some even bigger lads.
Yeah, so what have we got here?
So this is the, he's in progress conversion for King Broad. And then I've got my John Craig here as the General War Stomper. They both count as General because he's King Broad.
Yep.
Then we've got a unit, well, not unit, they're individual.
All individual babies.
And but these three, this one, and this one, because naturally I put one in the middle, being on his own, are in two Foot Soldiers regiments. I believe I can do this. If not, then
I'm pretty sure you can.
because it's literally all it's just.
I'm sure I've seen people run multiple like Iron Jaw's fists and stuff like that. So
So I think I can do it, but all it gives me is one drop thing, which wouldn't have mattered anyway because you're one drop, two drops?
Two drops.
So I'm two minimum, so it wouldn't have affected anything.
General John has the Club of the First Oak.
Yep. So he heals one wound every of my turns, and then when he has 25 or more damage on him, he has a 5-up ward, and he had inescapable grip, which will not come up because I can't throw anything in your army. But yep.
Speaking of my army, it's the ogres. The good old ogres are back. So what have we got here? We've got my General Frostlord. He's got my goats on the base, as you can see there. He has the command trait Battle Lust for a rerollable charge, and the Arcane Tome, and Brockman Elder. Then we got 4 pigs, 2 pigs, Naked Mornfang, my converted Mopple, 4 more pigs, and 2 pigs. The pigs are all WYSIWYG. I'm also playing Thunderbellies, so all my pigs get run and charge. My battle grand strategy is ready for plunder. Does yours make the land tremble, I assume?
Yeah.
Run or charge a target every turn.
No, it's the it would be in the one that's beating your.
Okay, cool.
With all my army, which is either I'm usually dead or there's one thing to do.
Yeah, so we both want to get to each other's deployment zones.
Yeah.
I'm 1960 for my triumph. 1950 or 1960. What are you?
I think I'm not 1960. I'm definitely 1990.
Okay, so looks like I've got the triumph.
1 second.
Which will be +1 to wound in this list.
Oh, 1950. Sorry.
Oh, I might know the triumph then. I will have to double check. I'm pretty sure this list is 1960. So we will check. But we're going to come back, and it's going to be turn 1 for the Gargants.
Oh, do it.
And because I forget to mention it all the time, we are playing Lines of Communication this mission. So that is whoever's going second, in this case me, can pick a phase, and you have to, on a 3+, spend 2 command points to do a command.
Yeah, in that phase that you've chosen.
So, given this is turn 1, I'm still going to pick the combat phase, just in case we get into combat.
That's fair.
Okay. Right, the Gargants have finished their turn. It was pretty quick, well, it wasn't decisive, but it was a good, solid, slow start. We just stomped forward over here. The battle tactic was intimidate. So the general and those 4 are out.
And him.
And he is out over there.
Yep.
Then threw some rocks. Killed a Mornfang. But importantly, we got 5 points. So now, after that quick turn, we're going to see what the ogres do to answer it. Right, we've done our movement phase. We don't have any shooting because Mornfang all ran thanks to Thunderbellies. And here's my dilemma. Currently, they take that objective. I also have this one, and I've got that one no matter what. However, if I charge off it, I'm going to do damage, but I'm going to not score as much. But maybe limit what you can do in return, or I take the 5 points and pray for the double. So the next, in a minute, you're going to find out what I do, because as recording, I don't know. But whatever it was, I'm sure it's not going to be the smart play. So I charged. It was just too much of a temptation, and I think if I win the priority into next turn, it was a mistake to charge. If I don't win the priority, I think it was the right call. So We'll find out. So that's in the charge phase. Just a smattering of mortals, nothing too.
3 here,
Yeah.
4 here, and then I stomped and did 1 on this unit here.
And they're also roared. That unit
And they
as
are
well.
roared as well.
Yeah. So we've got a 4, a single, a 4, and a 2. So this is going to be a bit of a weird activation chain for this combat. But we will return at the end of my phase and see if this has cost me dearly. So it didn't work to plan. I still think it was arguably the right call, even though it's gone badly, because the real story, in fact, I'll pan up. Tell them what happened, Sean.
So he came in with a big block of 4. There was 2 in the middle here between these guys.
Well, there's 2 4s and a single.
Yeah. There was a unit of 4 here. They attacked. The one unit killed one on his own, which was pretty good rolling on him, and the other 3 killed the other one. Then they both fell over, and from them falling over, they did, what was it, 4 damage on here?
Yeah, 4 damage to that one.
6 damage to the one guy on his own,
Which killed him straight out.
and then another 5 damage to the unit here.
So like, the amount of damage from that timber was just insane. Having the single, I was hoping I could kind of play a bit with activation and not end up in the situation I've ended up in, which is it's a 3-point turn, and you've lost 2 minis, and I've lost a 4 and a 2. So not great. So yeah, 5 to you, 3 to me, and I guess we just go to priority.
Yeah.
Here we go. Roll that, come on. Oh, it's Gargants. Getting the choice.
I am going to take that.
Yeah, this is going to be quick. Right, we've done some charges. Little man came over to here, did some mortal wounds, and then got stomped and got rid of the one at the end there. I went for a redeploy, didn't get very far, but it didn't matter because the big man broad rolled at 11, so he was getting in no matter what. And there was nothing done over here.
I think you just threw a rock off him.
Yeah, I did a wound, but nothing major.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be coming back at the end of the combat phase if there's anything left to come back with. Okay, end of the combat phase, and we lost the unit 2 that was there. We took 9 onto my Frostlord and killed the mini that was there. For 5 points to you.
Yep.
Which if you'd killed him, you actually would have got your battle tactic.
Yeah, that was the only reason I was really happy I would have gone into them for them.
Yeah, but it was.
But yeah.
So you've got 5 points.
Yep.
You got 1 or 2 or more. You got your battle tactic. Now we're going to see if the ogres can do anything of note on their next turn. We've got 2 stone horns, but it's probably not going to be enough. But yeah, let's come back. Probably in my charge phase, I think. Right, we decided throw caution to the wind. We're not really going to be scoring much points no matter what this turn. We've got our battle tactic, which was have everyone eating at the start of the combat phase, and there everything's in combat, so we're good. Now we're just going to see if we can pull Broad down and see if we can get, I think, a double turn after this. If we kill Broad, then we can do something, we're okay, but I don't have much hope. But we'll see what's standing after this. So this is how it looks like. We'll roll for priority, but I think we can basically call it now.
Just a quick recap here. Obviously, the other one was still down there. But I creepered the roar, and then he body slammed him round here, and then he went into him, did 9 damage, and then he went into him and finished off the stone horn that was here.
Yep, the one that was down here.
And then everything else went into him and did about 5 damage.
No, he did 9 damage. He only won 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. Yeah. Better than I thought I did. For some reason I thought I had a wheel less.
So we'll roll for priority. So I'm on 5 points, you're on 10.
Yeah.
There's nothing left. We'll see if I get a turn or not. A 6 and a 5.
You get a turn.
So yeah, we'll come back, but I don't think we can do anything. So we've called it there. It's funny because the last tournament we played, very similar list to what we're playing here. My difference was I had an Incarnate instead of the second Frost Lord, and you had only the one Mega.
Yeah.
And all minis, we had 3 units of 3.
Yeah, 3 units of 3 and then 2 units of... No.
Yeah, two singles, yeah.
2 singles and 3 units of 3, which...
And the difference in this is ridiculous, because that game, you were struggling the whole game. I was just lifting...
You could focus 19 attacks into one unit and not overkill the unit. Well, a little bit overkill the unit, but
you still lifted 3, whereas now...
one thing to go into.
And the Incarnate was tying you up. Now I'm having to split attacks and...
Splitting attacks and having broad in there as well.
Yeah, the second Mega has just done everything to this list. This list is 2-3 times as strong as it was from when we last played it. Because you've still got 2 minis over there, 2 Megas and another, so you've still got 5 models on the table.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's nothing... I don't know any list... I think without an Incarnate, I don't think I can beat that list.
No, I think it's a very hard one for you to do, because you've either got to do enough damage and absolutely cream everything you touch, or I cream you back.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to do that against multiple Mega Gargants.
And I think even if I not charge turn 1, it just, I think, delayed the inevitable by a turn.
Yeah, I think if you were going for the points, you'd definitely have wanted to just sit there.
Yeah. But then you charge and me in the next turn. And probably do as much, if not more, damage because you got your impact hits as well.
Yeah, I think the falling over was a little bit spiky.
That was bad. 15 mortal wounds from 1 mini timbering is insane.
I had a similar experience against Gary with his Nurgle. I just kept falling on him on every single one he killed.
Yeah.
I did probably, I want to say, in the region of 50 to 60 damage just falling on him.
I mean, I think the next Ogre list you see here will be the Kragnos and the Tyrants, which is a very different list.
Yeah. That sounds like a fun one.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's got a lot of weaknesses, but potentially very insane mortal wound damage. So yeah, we will be back in a couple of weeks with something, hopefully, a bit more even-keeled than a 2-turn smash up.
I think it's just the way we end up building lists. I end up building the knife, and you build the rock that breaks the knife.
Yeah,
or I bring a knife, and then you bring the paper or whatever.
Yeah, we often counter each other without really trying.
Manage to properly rock paper scissors each other every time.
Yeah. All right.
Right.